Hey guys, we're at 111T. We just got done camping with the kids, doing a little bit of an overnight, and my wife graciously agreed to take the kids and let me tear down camp. So I have some time to myself, which is welcome. But I thought I would give you guys sort of an overview, kind of what I have going on in the kitchen here for a family camp out. I'm just about to do the dishes for breakfast. We had pancakes for breakfast. So I've got my 2 dish pans set up here. The frying pan that I use, there's the dirty dishes. And I've got cold water in there. And then I'm gonna mix this boiling water in with it, and I'll end up with hot water. But what I want to do is kind of give you an idea, these 2 cases right here, which I've talked a little bit about, but I haven't really shown. So let me spin this around and open it up, and we'll take a look at what's in the pantry box and the mobile kitchen box. All right, hang on a second. So this is the mobile kitchen box. Okay, it's got all the cooking tools in it. It does not have consumable items in it per se. So in the top here, I've got all my utensils, bunch of different utensil kits. There's a first aid kit in there, some tools. It's where I normally would keep the mandatory Imco Funkmeister, would go in there to light my stove. Basically the whole cook set, like here's our cup set, would fit down in here. And then that large family cook set that I showed in the other video goes down in there in the dish pans, along with a coffee percolator, and there's a tea kettle down there. One of these cheap Chinese tea kettles. We've got a cutting board, couple cutting boards. It's one of those gas adapter kits for the Coleman. And there is actually, I say there's no consumables, but I do have some Dawn dish soap down here. That's sort of a backup dish soap, because in the pantry box, which we're going to look at next, there are the consumables, and I consider dish soap to be a consumable. Basically, what's in the pantry box, we're going to take a look at here in a second, but it's consumable stuff. So yeah, all right, this is starting to get to boiling. One other vital thing to show before we get to that pantry box: water containment and transport. These military surplus cans are absolutely the best thing I've ever used. Never had a problem with one of them leak in my car. This is one I bought surplus many years ago, and then this is one I purchased new off of Amazon a couple weeks ago. Both very solidly built, and never had any problems with leaking with the surplus one. So highly recommended. On the subject of those military water jugs, this is an important accessory that I picked up. It's a Scepter product. Okay, there's the part number. Basically what this is it screws onto the one port on the main lid there, and it lets you conveniently dispense the water. It lets the kids dispense the water, which is important. It has a lock open position, and then it has a momentary position as well. It was kind of pricey, if I recall. I think it was about $25, but it's definitely an important thing to have for the family camping with those water jugs. So here we have the pantry box. So basically what goes in here are things that are consumable. Okay, before each trip or after the preceding trip, this is what needs to be replenished. Basically, the other stuff just needs, in the kitchen box, just needs to be cleaned and put away. Okay, but in here you have a mix of things. For example, cleaning supplies, the dish soap I already mentioned, scrubbers, sponges, you know, and I might use one of those, and then it doesn't really go back in here. It'll either get rotated into the kitchen at home or thrown away, basically, because you don't want, you know, old multi-used, multi-trip scrubbers, basically. And then basically just non-refrigerated food items. Like we had some macaroni and cheese last night, so one of the kits is out of here. Let's see what we got. The maple syrup, dish soap, popcorn, bouillon cubes, coffee. These little Talenti ice cream sorbet things, my wife loves them, and they're great containers for the kit. Here's a tea kit, obligatory mashed potatoes, spices, salt and pepper, spices. There's some quinoa down there and some lentils, stuff for coffee. There's sugar in there. Quart freezer bags, which are kind of like the Tupperware of your of car camping. Basically, when you're done, if you've got leftover food, it has to go into the cooler, you should put it into a quart freezer bag. Vegetable oil spray, filters for the coffee, instant oatmeal, the kids love that, Spam, and then jasmine rice and pancake mix. And I've got a heavy duty aluminum water bottle filled with cooking oil. And I'm always careful with this one. I've got several things that are liquids. I always try and keep this upright, so that I don't usually have problems with things leaking, but keeping it upright gives you a little bit more of a safeguard in that regard. So yeah, so that's what we got going on for the car camp set. One last thing for the pantry box is aluminum foil, heavy duty aluminum foil. Always got to have this if I'm ever going to be grilling. And I've got a grill grate, which is what we did here last night over at the fire pit. There's an old cast iron grill grate that somebody left here, and you don't want to cook right on that, obviously. But we just spanned it across a couple of cinder blocks, covered it with foil, and grilled up our steaks. So it was great. But this is another consumable item that's important to have. This is also the first trip out for our Gazelle X4. They say 4 people, but I'm sure our entire family of 6 could fit in this. Granted, the kids are little, but yeah, it's just basically sort of a real quick camp setup. Throw that tent up, throw up the Easy Up, and roll out the kitchen stuff. So the only other addition I made, and sorry for the mess here, guys, this is all gonna get cleaned up, believe me. This is a table that I picked up. It's just a cheap folding Chinese table, but it comes with 4 of these little stools, and the kids can basically use this as a picnic table if they don't fall off the stools, but they're getting better at it. Doing cooking duty, we've got our Coleman 424 here. So this is a good size for car camping, I found. I could carry a bigger one. This is our sort of page of stickers that we have on here, including the new one from Mark, aka Eat Carbs. And I finally managed to get a K-Bar sticker. Years ago I tried to find them, and I couldn't find K-Bar stickers, but I found these ones now, so that's good. But yeah, so tool stowed. There you have it. It's a Stanley Fat Max. I didn't make this up. I've seen this all over the place, either using a Stanley, or there's several other brands. Rigid has one that's similar, but this is the one that I had. I actually bought this for photo equipment, and then I've sort of evolved past that. And then when I saw that, I thought I really should do that with the one that I still have. Highly recommended. So thanks for watching, guys. Gonna get to these dishes here and get back home. Thanks for watching.